We have many professionals and students using ChatGPT and other AI tools across the board. Today, we are going to ask students on campus what their thoughts are on artificial intelligence, on ChatGPT. We want to know if these guys have been using ChatGPT and what ways have they been using it. Come with me. In what ways did you find ChatGPT helpful?
I found it helpful in kind of like outlining how I should do my homework, or outlining how I should do a paper, or giving me ideas on things that I could incorporate in my papers.
Right, and so you think that's helped you out with your homework a lot?
Oh, yes, it has, yes. And I don't think of it as a cheating way or anything like that. No, I think of it as another helping mechanism.
Yeah, it's just like another tool that we just don't want to abuse, huh?
Exactly. Yes, I totally agree.
Okay, and we are talking about ChatGPT, and I was wondering if you ladies have ever used ChatGPT and if you guys have ever found it useful.
Yes, I found it very useful. I used to use it a lot in high school.
And what were you using it for? Like papers or research?
Paper, everything. I was using it for everything towards the end of my senior year.
And you found it very helpful and useful?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I also used it a lot in high school. I mainly used it for like ideas for my papers and stuff. I didn't really like copy and paste it, but yeah.
Yeah. So you guys find ChatGPT like a useful tool instead of like as opposed to a cheating tool?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Totally. Okay. And you guys will recommend ChatGPT for anybody to use, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me how you use ChatGPT and in what ways has it helped you?
I use it to break down concepts for my nursing classes if I don't quite understand it or sort of quiz myself. I've also used it for a stats class to break down formulas and explain it better so I can actually plug in numbers. Sometimes with the textbooks, I get lost in the information, so I think being able to have another source that just sort of pulls in like different examples and definitions helps me.
It's a good tool if it's used as a tool, not if it's replacing you. You know what I mean?
Right, because like you can go through your whole college career using ChatGPT, and then you get out there in that field, and you don't know what the heck you're doing.
Of course. I mean, for doctors, for example, if you're operating in an OR, your patient is not gonna is waiting for you to pull up ChatGPT and figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen that way.
What are your thoughts on ChatGPT?
Yeah, like it's a good tool for when you're stuck. I'm trying to get away from it a little bit because I know as a comp sci major, I'm gonna have to figure out what's wrong with my code on my own. I'm not gonna be able to rely on it as much, so I need to kind of get away from it a little. But it's okay to use it as a tool to help you, but it definitely should not be the end all be all. Like our beginning computer science classes, it probably could do most of the programming, but once it gets harder, it really messes up a lot. And you definitely don't want to use that as a foundation as a computer science student, or else you're not going to learn how to code. You're just going to rely on it. So it's a helpful tool to figure out how to solve a problem or what's wrong with your code, but it definitely should not be used as an end-all be-all, and any smart computer science major will not use it as an end-all be-all.
So I've used it to get ideas for essays for English class, but that was about it, personally. I can't really use much for bio, you know. It's not going to tell me much. Yeah.
Yeah, I've used it. It's really helpful. I'll find like if I'm running out of like ideas or if I don't know exactly what to say, I could type something into ChatGPT and it can give me like something I can expand on. Like I don't have to copy it exactly, but I'll like expand on the message. And I think it helps in that way the most if you have to write something. But other than that, like for bio, stats, like you can't really use it.
Use it as something to reflect on, like ideas maybe, right? But don't use it as your sole thing for your assignments. Like you're also supposed to, you know, like put your input. And that's how you get your grade. You know, if you don't learn, what's the point of going to college, right? You're paying for those classes, might as well benefit. So
yeah. I think just use it as something to like ask a question or whatever, and then just expand on the idea. Don't like copy and paste because like it's easy to tell that it's not your original idea.
And give me a little bit of your thoughts about AI.
So I have used ChatGPT before. I use it mainly for brainstorming ideas and trying to put together my thoughts when there's a lot of information that I don't really understand, because it's really good at like simplifying complex ideas. So I've used it more as like a tool to understand knowledge. But I think AI is also something that is going to only become prominent from this time forward. So I think it's something we do need to learn to adapt to.
AI, ChatGPT, have you found it useful for you, like helping you with your everyday stuff?
Oh, easily, 100%. I mean, you're given like a subject or you're given a question in class that the professor probably went over, but AI, if you use ChatGPT and stuff, can sometimes explain it in a different way that might be easier for the student to understand. So it's not necessarily cheating. I consider it as another teacher that walks you through the steps of a problem. And sometimes it pulls information from different websites and it will give you numbers that aren't right, but if you use their process, you get the right answer.
So we interviewed a lot of students today from a lot of different backgrounds. A lot of people gave a lot of good answers. I think the most surprising thing is that as far as like the usage of ChatGPT goes on this campus, it's pretty much split half and half. I think that a lot of students around here are pro ChatGPT, but you just cannot abuse it. And that's the biggest thing that I got from students around campus. Now, surprisingly, there are a lot of students who don't even use it, don't need to use it, don't want to use it. And so that could be a good thing too. But one thing that is for sure, though, is that everybody agrees that AI is the future. And so we're all going to have to agree on how to work together and work with AI, man. Jarrod McDaniel, Real News, baby. What you guys think about ChatGPT? Have you used it? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad?
I think it slays.
And why do you think that?
Because it does. And it's easy to use, and that's about it.
Well, okay, hold on now, because some people use it as a tool. And what do you say to that? They use it as a tool, like a study guide.
Good for them.
Good. Pretty. Am I pretty? Am I pretty, baby? Am I pretty? How about those cheese?